What is going on, guys? It's Acorn Man back with another LEGO Star Wars review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 75266 Sith Troopers Battle Pack, released on January 1st, 2020, making this set over 3 years old now. And I just realized I think this is the first sequel trilogy set I've ever reviewed on this channel. Not really sure if that's a good thing or not. We'll see how this one does, I guess. Real quick, guys, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below if you're a fan of this set or enjoy the review. And as always, let's get started by taking a look at the box. And here we have it up close and personal. And while I'm not the biggest Kylo Ren fan, I have to admit I actually really dig this box art style with the black Lego pieces and the gold trimmings. Just has a really sleek look in my opinion. We see the contents of the set at the front, and the set info up in the corner as always. And we've got the contents and features of the set on the back, not really much to go over here considering it's just a battle pack. And the Sith Trooper minifig on the top, which we'll be taking a look at in just a minute. Alright, so that's going to be it for our box. So let's take a look at the minifigs. Alright, so here is our minifig selection for this set, consisting of 4, no surprise there. We have 1 Sith Trooper, 1 Final Order Officer, and 2 Sith Jet Troopers. We'll take a look at our Sith Trooper first, since I think this is probably why most people bought this set. And I have to admit, it is pretty sleek. I really dig the solid red behind all of these black details on the torso, legs, and helmet. Quite a bit of detail for sure. Nothing crazy, but pretty good for a battle pack. We also have some back printing as well, and a fairly angry face shared by all 3 of the Sith Troopers here. So yeah, a pretty cool minifig in my opinion. Next up we have the Final Order Officer here. Not nearly as much to say about this one. He is mostly solid black with some light gray and red details. He is also looking a little less angry, but not by much. He also has a little bit of back printing, but nothing to write home about. So yeah, a pretty bland one, but not terrible for army building purposes, I suppose. I could see you needing at least a couple of these guys. And lastly, we have 2 Sith Jet Troopers. I really go back and forth on whether or not I like these guys. I like what they were going for with the helmet here, but something about it just seems too busy to me, a little too clunky. But I do like the chest design. Just like the Sith Trooper, he is mostly red and black, although he features a little bit of white detail on the chest, as well as the back on his jetpack. So yeah, like I said, I'm a little up in the air about this design. I don't hate it or anything, but something just doesn't work about it for me. Alright guys, so that is the minifig selection of the set, and I don't think it's terrible, but they definitely knew what they were doing by only including 1 Sith Trooper. Definitely a dirty move, LEGO. All of the minifigs themselves are pretty good. I just don't think the ratios were quite done right. I think it would have been a lot better if you could take out one of those Jet Troopers and just make it another regular Sith Trooper. Or better yet, take out the Officer too, to add just another Sith Trooper. Because I feel like people who were buying up this set back in 2020 were probably just after the Sith Trooper. I mean the Jet Troopers too, but the regular Sith Trooper I'm sure is what they were mainly going after. Like I said, I really think LEGO knew what they were doing there, and not cool. I mean, I'm not trying to build a First or Final Order army, but for those out there who might be, I could definitely see where this would be a pretty big inconvenience. Small side note, I also hate these blasters. They just look bulky and not very cool at all, but that's more of a nitpick than anything. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for our minifigs. Let's take a look at the build itself. And here we have the build for the set, which is a small 3-man speeder, and I actually like the look of this thing quite a bit. Despite its small size, it has a pretty nice little cannon at the top, as well as, like I said, seats for 3, or I guess rather 2 seats and 1 place for a minifig to stand to man the cannon. As you can see, we've got some controls in there, as well as some boosters on each side. We'll go on and throw a Sith Trooper up there, and we'll go on and throw our Officer back there as well. Actually, we'll have him driving it, since I think that makes the most sense. And we will stick one of the Jet Troopers on the other side here. He actually will fit, despite his backpack. So I'm a little surprised about that, to be honest. But yeah, I actually don't think this is a bad little set. I wouldn't really want an army of these little things, but I don't mind having one in my collection. I'm gonna scoot him back a little bit, though. Yeah, that's a little better. So yeah, honestly, I would have to say this is far from the worst battle pack build we've ever had, and I actually kind of dig it. I don't know, something about that blue color along with the grays just really works for me. It's definitely a more simple look, and a little bit crowded once everybody's in here, but I really don't think it's too bad. Alright guys, that's going to cover everything on the 75266 Sith Troopers Battle Pack, and what do I think of it? Honestly, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised with this one. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of the sequel trilogy at all, particularly Rise of Skywalker. The only reason I bought this set was because I found it on clearance for $6, so for me personally this was a pretty easy pickup, but if it were still on the shelves for retail price, I wouldn't really mind paying $12 for it. I just don't think I would have personally gone out of the way to do so. But despite my feelings towards the sequels, I actually do like these minifigs, even the Jet Troopers whose helmets I'm not very crazy about. And like I said earlier, the build on this one is actually pretty nice. Overall, I think I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this review. Don't forget to leave a like and let me know what you think about this set in the comments down below. And subscribe for more LEGO Star Wars content just like this. And I will see you guys in the next one.